Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Sean K's Beauty Bar, where we grab from the bar and discuss all things beauty. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, if you're new to my channel, I will be posting up Sean K's Beauty Bar at 7 p.m. And this is really targeting your questions as it relates to skincare, me bringing the science behind skincare. And if there's some controversial ingredient or makeup product that has actually been recalled or there's some controversy about it, I'll be happy to deal with that with this segment as well. On the weekends, I do love to do makeup tutorials and makeup reviews, but for the sake of you all and all the questions that are coming, I'm really going to focus on your questions and your needs. My channel is built for my subscribers, and that's the way I want to keep it. So a lot of you are new to my channel, so thank you for being here. You all, this is not a full-time job for me. I would love for it to be, but I work just like everybody else out here, and I try to get my videos up as much as I can. Now, I've been on the platform for about 5 years. Sometimes when I have more time, I would put out more videos. But I'm going to try my hardest, especially in the next couple of months, to keep Sean K Beauty Bar going, because the amount of questions as it relates to skincare is encouraging to me that there's more and more people that want to know more about skincare, but on an educational level where they're not just going in and buying a whole bunch of products because an influencer or somebody said, you need to go get that product because it worked for me, it's going to work for you too. So you all want to know the deeper innermost parts, ingredients, that kind of thing, and I really do want to give that to you. So I will do the Ultimate Diamond Trio from Estee Lauder and schedule that up for Monday. I am answering a number of your questions from the younger generation who wants to start a skincare routine but wants to understand their skin first. And I thought that this was going to be great to do prior to the Estee Lauder review, because all of us can go back and have a refresher. Some of us, we're just buying products, but we don't understand the skin. And it's really important for us to have a better understanding of the why we're doing something before we go after the what we're buying, right? So let's get into the structure of the skin. Let's go into the cellular level of the skin. I also want to talk about energy boosters and the skin's natural repair process, because we're buying products that's supposed to help to strengthen the barrier, that's helping with the natural skincare process. But what does that natural skincare process mean? What does that look like? So that's why I wanted to do this video. So to my generation X or Y, Z, this video is for you. So let's understand your skin from the inside out, because that's so important. The skin structure is made up of 3 layers. We have the epidermis, we have the dermis, and we have the hypodermis. Your epidermis is your outermost layer, your dermis is the middle layer, and your hypodermis is the innermost layer. The epidermis is the area that we see, right? It is where there's a lot of new cells being generated, where we slough off dead cells. That's what's happening on the epidermis. In the dermis layer, this is where we have a lot of cellular activity happening. So we're looking at elastin, we're looking at proteins, we're looking at collagen production. All of that is happening in the dermal layer. Then we have the hypodermis. That is the fatty layer. That's for insulation, right, and cushioning of the skin. So this gives you an idea of what the skin structure and layers look like, so you understand when you buy products, when you see certain ingredients, where they're going and what they're helping with. Does that make sense? So let's talk about the epidermis for a second. This is where cellular turnover, that process happens. Cellular turnover is necessary for youthful looking skin. This is the skin's natural reparative process. So what happens is your cells are generated and they migrate to the outmost layer, which is your epidermis, right? And they die and they shed. So our goal is to slough off those dead cells. We hear that a lot, so that we don't have texture, right? Texture is something that people don't like to have because the skin looks rough. When you put on your makeup, your makeup can look patchy and cakey too because of texture. And of course, if your tools are not clean, and your makeup also is contaminated, that could lend to even added texture. But we're not gonna get into that. That's the reason why we definitely wanna slough off those cells, because of the cellular turnover. Now, in the dermis, we have your elastin and we have your collagen. Now, as we age, we lose elastin and collagen, so it's important for us to use products that's going to help boost our collagen and elastin. They are very important for repairing the skin. They are important for structure to the skin, the firmness, the elasticity to the skin. That's the reason why, we want to use products that's going to help with that. Now, the cells in that area is called fibroblasts. They actually have your collagen, your elastin, your proteins, like peptides are a protein. And I've talked about them before, so we'll talk about what those proteins do, at least some of them. I want you to think of the cells of the skin as little factories with different jobs, and they're going about carrying out their job so that you can have healthy, younger looking skin. So as we age, we always hear, use something with peptides and ceramides and to help with cellular energy boosting, right? When the cells are able to move at optimal performance, let's say without a cellular energy booster, I'll tell you where they function and why it's essential. One, the cellular turnover that happens on the epidermis. That is necessary for you to have a youthful look to the skin, right? The regeneration of cells, the sloughing off, the shedding of dead cells, the dying of cells, all of that in that process necessitates you having a youthful look to the skin. That happens in a cycle of 28 to 40 days. The next thing we're talking about is what's happening in the dermal layer, your proteins, your antioxidants, your collagen, your elastin. Those things are necessary for collagen and elastin for the structure of the skin, firming up the skin, right? DNA repair is actually protecting you from any damage on the genetic material. And then we have antioxidants. They come in and protect you from free radical damage. We talk about that a lot. On my older video, I talked about that on a molecular level, what is actually happening with an antioxidant and a free radical. And if you want to check out that video to take a deep dive, I implore you to do so. If you need me to revisit that, I'll be happy to do that too. I don't want to lose you all in the explanation of Skincare 101, but giving you a better understanding is the key right now. So let's talk about on a microscopic level, and this is where we get into the microbiomes. I have talked about the microbiomes from the inception of my channel. The microbiomes is a diverse community of fungi, bacteria, viruses that are not harmful. They are like your tiny helpers, or what I call watchmen on the wall. They are there to ward off the harmful aggressors from the environment, MMPs, metalloproteinases that wants to degrade the skin, pollution, CFCs, car pollutants, anything that is wanting to free radicals, anything that wants to damage the skin, your microbiomes is there to help. They also help to reduce inflammation, and they also produce their own form of protection for the skin's outer layer as well. So the reason why I really want to talk about them is because I'm going to segue into pH, and you'll see why pH is so important with the face, so that micro community actually work at optimal performance. So another key concept in your skincare journey and having healthy skin and understanding your skin is pH and pH balance, right? So the outer layer of the skin wants to be acidic, and that is measured on what we call a pH scale. This measures acidity. 7 is neutral, like water, but if you go, purified distilled water is a pH of 7. If you go up the pH scale, it's more basic. So your tap water coming from the faucet, directly from the faucet, that's more basic. So it's taking you up to 14. Your skin will end up being with psoriasis, eczema, super duper dry and irritated, and sometimes can lend to breakouts. The other side of this is below 7, down to 2. If you get to 2, you are going to have acne, right? You're now too acidic. So the key is the sweet spot for a man is a 5.8, for a woman is a 5.5. So finding products between a 4.5 and a 6 is going to be ideal. Drunk Elephant, Good Molecules, or any brand that's saying for all skin types, this is what you're looking at as far as helping those microbiomes out. Remember that microbiomes are sitting on that outer layer too. They're your watchmen on the wall. So they want you to make the environment conducive for them to thrive, which is an acidic environment. And there are tools out there for you to test your skin to see what the acidity is like. I know a lot of you said you don't like going to a dermatologist or an esthetician, but if you're going to do this on your own, then I highly suggest finding tools that can help you out so you have a better understanding of what your needs are and what your skin is looking like, okay? I want to segue into why skincare products are so important. When you're younger, your cellular energy is optimized, right? The mitochondria is working. That's your powerhouse that's giving those cells the energy to actually do the DNA repair to genetic material, fighting off free radicals, boosting naturally collagen and elastin that helps with the firming of the skin. The cellular turnover is working like clockwork, but as we get older, it slows down. So we need to have cellular boosters like your ceramides, your niacinamides, your peptides, your hyaluronic acids, your humectants, those kind of ingredients in our skincare to help to boost that cellular activity. Does that make sense? So I want both sides to understand what's happening with the skin when you're young versus when you're getting older, right? And a skincare routine is very important for everybody, okay? It's just that the needs are different. The needs are different. When you're younger, you're doing a skincare routine most of the time if you don't have issues for maintenance, right? And when you're older, you're doing it because you have to boost these particular areas so that you have healthy, younger looking skin. That's why we do anti-aging products. So niacinamide is really great. We hear about that all the time, evening out the skin, strengthening the skin's barrier. Humectants, hyaluronic acid, drawing water onto the skin, using occlusives to lock that in, or emollients to soften the skin, peptides to promote protein production, and those proteins stimulate collagen to help firm up the skin and give it its elasticity. These are some of the things that are happening on the cellular level in the dermal layer of the skin. So I'm hoping that everything that I gave you all was super duper clear and helpful. If you're unclear about anything, please leave your questions down below. I'm here for you. I want to talk to you down in the comments, like, subscribe, and share. Also, remember that I'll be doing the Ultimate Diamond Trio from Estee Lauder on Monday, which really will give a better understanding of what their ingredients is in their products to help with now your skincare needs, because now you understand your skin even more so because we've just done the skincare 101, right? Understanding your skin from the inside out. So when I mention about, this has peptides in it, then you know that, this is going to the dermal layer and it's going to boost collagen. That's going to help with my elasticity and also with firming my skin. I'm really hoping that this gives context and continuity so that you all can see how skincare and understanding your skin from the inside out are linked together, right? We're not just buying products just to buy products. We actually need to know why we're buying these products and what is needed. Now, I'm not talking about actives for my young people who are dealing with, puberty and all of that stuff. I can get into that video later. Leave your questions specifically about that down below. Let me know down below, what is your biggest skincare question? It's 12 a.m. I've been shooting this video for several hours because I really want to make sure that I'm articulating this in a way that everybody understands it. And one of the things that's really important to me is right now, in an age that we live in, making sure that you are so astute so that you're not wasting money. You know what's in your arsenal, you know what you need. Take inventory of what you need and fill voids. But if you don't need certain things, don't go and just blow your money in the wind buying a whole bunch of stuff that you're not going to use. we see the best and worst purchases, right? We see the worst purchases videos or the regret buy videos. We even see influencers now talking about they're not wasting their money. They're trying to be even more astute and more alert of what they have in their arsenal before they even go and buy anything, but they're going to use what they have. And I think that's what's so important. And so my goal, even though I do show products, my goal is to make sure that you're educated on the level of, do I need it? Why do I need it? And understanding, if you're going to buy it, why you need it and what it's going to do for you when you buy it. You know, that's important to me too. So anyway, I will talk to you all in another video. It is 12 o'clock in the morning, so good morning and good night. I will talk to you all soon. Ciao for now.